We all know blood is red, but biological reality paints a far stranger picture. Crabs, squids, and octopuses have blue blood, while some lizards in Australia has green blood. Nature doesn't care about color. It cares about only one thing: survival. So, why somewhere in the nature, creatures bleed blue, green, even purple, and some have colorless blood altogether? We humans think red blood is normal, but that's just our version of life. It's just one color in nature's entire palette. Our blood is red because it's full of tiny, iron-rich protein molecules called hemoglobin. And when we take a breath, that fresh oxygen binds to iron, and in that moment, the entire molecule changes shape, reflecting bright red light. Even though veins look blue under your skin, that's just light scattering through tissue. Evolution chose one pigment, one system, and stuck with it for millions of years. But evolution wrote different recipes for survival in different climates. This horseshoe crab has been around for over 450 million years, older than dinosaurs, trees. Even Saturn's rings might be younger. And inside this living fossil flows something that seems impossible: blue blood. Actual, glowing, sky blue blood. Crabs, squids, octopuses, and snails have literally blue blood. As you know, we use iron to carry oxygen, but these organisms use copper to carry oxygen. This copper-based molecule is called hemocyanin. When oxygen binds to iron, the molecule turns red, but when oxygen binds to copper, it turns blue. You might also ask, why these animals use copper instead of iron? The answer is evolution. These animals mostly found in oceans, and the ocean can be a tough place to breathe, especially when the water is cold, deep, or low on oxygen. And in those conditions, copper actually does a better job than iron. But hemocyanin isn't as efficient as hemoglobin. It carries less oxygen per molecule. That's fine for slow-moving or cold-blooded animals, but it wouldn't work for us. Our brains and muscles are way too hungry for oxygen. Hemocyanin works well at low temperatures and low oxygen levels, exactly what creatures like crabs, snails, and squids deal with. Their blood isn't just beautiful, it's brutally efficient. That bright blue liquid is so valuable, a single gallon can cost $60,000. These are used by the pharmaceutical industry to test for bacterial contamination in medical products. But nature doesn't stop there. In the jungles of New Guinea, where lizards walk around with green blood so toxic, it would kill us in minutes, but keeps them perfectly alive. The green blood doesn't just look strange, it breaks the rules of biology. This is the green-blooded skink, and its existence is one of biology's biggest paradoxes. Because by all logic, this creature shouldn't be alive. Human blood sometimes also turns slightly yellow or greenish when things go very wrong, like severe jaundice or liver failure. That's because of a chemical called biliverdin, a toxic waste product made when red blood cells break down. Normally, our body gets rid of it fast, because too much of it can damage cells, turn our skin yellow, and shut down organs. Now, imagine having so much biliverdin that it literally replaces hemoglobin in our blood. That's what happens inside these lizards. Their blood plasma, muscles, and even bones are saturated with biliverdin levels that would be lethal to humans, up to 40 times higher than our fatal dose. And yet, they walk, breathe, hunt, and live perfectly fine. Scientists still don't fully know how this is possible. One theory suggests that the lizards evolved a special resistance, and their cells simply stopped reacting to biliverdin's toxicity. Another theory says that biliverdin itself may help protect them from parasites, especially malaria-like infections that target red blood cells. If that's true, then these lizards turned poison into protection. It's like evolution said, if you can't get rid of the toxin, weaponize it. Life doesn't have a favorite color. It just finds a way to work, even if that way looks poisonous. It's a reminder that biology isn't perfect. It's adaptive. It doesn't care if something makes sense to us, only if it keeps you alive long enough to reproduce. But blood doesn't stop there, because hidden beneath the waves are creatures that took this one step further, mixing metals, bending oxygen, and turning their blood into something purple. Peanut worms and lamp shells have purple blood. This is because of a specialized oxygen-carrying protein called hemerythrin. These marine animals use this entirely different molecule that gives their blood a violet pink or purple color when oxygenated. If humans use this stuff, we'd probably faint halfway up a staircase. But here's the thing. Deep sea worms don't need high-speed oxygen delivery. They live slow lives in cold, oxygen-poor waters. They don't rush. They just exist. For them, hemerythrin is perfect, simple, stable, and functional, even where other systems fail. By now, you might have noticed a pattern. Every blood color we've seen, red, blue, green, purple, isn't just a coincidence. It's chemistry evolving for survival. Each pigment tells a story, but there is a creature that swims in Antarctic ice with transparent blood. No hemoglobin, no pigment. Just plasma and pure survival. Meet the Antarctic icefish, the only known creature on Earth with completely colorless blood. They have extremely cold, oxygen-rich waters, and their blood is thin, contains antifreeze proteins to prevent freezing, and is pumped through a powerful cardiovascular system. Antarctic waters are so cold that they hold a lot more dissolved oxygen than warmer water. So instead of relying on red blood cells, icefish let oxygen dissolve directly into their blood plasma. It's a slower, less efficient process, but at those temperatures, it works.